So, tonight in Australia is the start of the 2025 Pro Cycling season with the Santos Tanunda. The absolute perfect time to open up Pro Cycling Manager with the brand new World DB 2025 and play through the race. Before we start, massive shout out to the team behind the World DB for creating this wonderful 2025 database. It is available on the Steam Workshop if you want to try it out. So, the men's Santos Tanunda is 6 stages, starting off with a sprint stage, followed by another sprint stage. But I believe stage 3 is a bit more of a versatile sprint. There's a couple of climbs on the 4th stage, but I do think this will be a sprinting game. But of course, on stage 5, the mythical Willunga hill is back, finally. 3.3 kilometers, 7.6%, not too crazy when it comes to gradients, but it should still be a very fun climb. And as usual, the final stage is a circuit in Adelaide, most likely a sprint. Now, I think in Pro Cycling Manager, the majority of these stages will be sprint stages, but in real life, I do expect GC attacks on these days. Anyway, parkour aside, it's time to take a look at the start list. Looks like Geraint Thomas is coming to Australia, but I don't expect him to be there with any form. Now, last season, Jonathan Narvaez was really good at this race, and he's back, together with Marc Soler, and maybe most importantly, Jay Vine. In his home country, he'll want to try and win the race. We've also got a returning winner at Israel Premier Tech, Stephen Williams, with Corbin Strong as their sprinter. But I've got a great feeling about this team, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, Sam Welsford, who won multiple stages last year together with his lead out Danny Van Poppel, also classics rider slash versatile sprinter Lawrence Spiffy, who actually did pretty well in GC last year. But I would guess Finn Fisher-Black could be the GC leader. By the way, it's absolutely lovely to see these 2025 jerseys in the game. And next up, the home team, Jaco Alula, showing up with a pretty damn strong team for GC. Mauro Schmidt, and maybe most importantly, Luke Plaab, because that man will want revenge for last year. Now, in case you missed it, DSM is now Picnic PostNL, with Oscar Onley as their leader, and Tobias Lund Andersen as their sprinter. And Bahrain Victorious bringing a proper sprinter in Phil Bauhaus, with perhaps Rob Stannard, who just got back from a doping ban, as their GC leader. I would expect Visma Lease Bikes Brennan to be their sprinter, with Thomas Gloog and maybe Temin Graat as GC riders. Now, I do have a good feeling about Lucas Nerurkar at the Avedication first. Alpecin de Koning not with the craziest team, maybe Simon de Herz as sprinter, and of course, enemy of the channel, Henry Ulich. Anyway, that's the list of teams, but who will I pick? I've decided to go with the home team, Jaco Alula, because well, I absolutely love their kit, and I want to try to win this race with Luke Plaab. We do have one notable problem, we don't exactly have an out-there sprinter, so Campbell Stewart's 74 sprint stat is gonna have to be enough. Anyway, starting off at stage 1, Prospect-Gumeracha, basically a sprint stage. Now, with Campbell Stewart, I'm of course not the favorite for this stage, but I want to try and get a top 5. I reckon that should be possible. Okay, stage 1. Now, I do think that there's too many teams invested in getting this to the sprint, so I don't expect to break to win, so I'll stay in the peloton. So we got a breakaway, 5 riders, Noordsgaard for Movistar, Rakanyi for Quickstep, Bledin for Team Australia, and 2 riders for Visma, Brennan and Van Baarle. In the peloton, Bora, Bahrain, and Picnic are pacing. Yeah, this is gonna be a sprint. Like, I gotta say, I love the purple shirt by Jaco Alula, but in-game, the grey shorts look really bad. 25 kilometers to go, the breakaway has been caught, and we have our 5-man train on the rails. Stewart as our sprinter, Schmidt as our lead-out. In real life, I'm expecting that to be O'Brien, but he's got dog shit form, so that's why. Roughly 10k to go, and I'm kind of surprised there's no other sprint trains yet, but I think it's because of this intermediate sprint. They're all preparing for that instead of the actual finish. There they go. They're really sprinting for an intermediate sprint. I don't care about it, so I'm just gonna follow for now. Look at them wasting energy. That is brilliant. I love it. Let's go 99 on Hepburn and let's keep our train rolling. Last 4.7 kilometers, trying to push through. Kel O'Brien can almost take over, to be honest, because there's actually a lot of corners en route, which I don't like. Durbridge out of the way, Schmidt perfectly, Stewart's NSL a bit late, so that's not likable. Last 2.5 kilometers, I went too early with Schmidt, I went too early. Let's get back in the wheel. Let's try and go right now with 2.1k to go. He can launch his sprint right now. Campbell Stewart in the wheel. Come on, Campbell, come on, Campbell, come on, Campbell. We've got Bauhaus on the right, Campbell Stewart on the left. Come on, Campbell, come on. Mauro Schmidt? How did that happen? Mauro Schmidt wins the stage. Now, I'll be honest, this was not part of the plan, and because of this, Schmidt will take bonus seconds, I think 10 in GC, which means he's actually looking pretty good for GC if he keeps on doing this, but a 1-2 for the team, that's brilliant. Mauro Schmidt also in the Oakwood jersey, ahead of Campbell Stewart, so we did pretty well. Like I said it before the race started, I was hoping for a top 5 with Campbell Stewart, but in no way I expected to get a 1-2, especially with my lead out beating my sprinter. Anyway, on to stage 2 then with a start and finish in Tanunda, also a sprint stage. Mauro Schmidt in the GC jersey and Campbell Stewart in the points jersey. What a start to this race. The breakaway actually a little bit stronger this time around. Moro for Movistar, Rakanyi once again for Quickstep, Max Walker for EF, Scottson for Arkea together with Epis, and we've got Van Baarle, the KOM jersey, also in here, Liam Walsh and Taco van der Hoorn. A total of 8 riders, so not easy to control, and we can see that in the peloton. Mullen giving his everything. With about 22 kilometers to go, the peloton has sped up and the breakaway has been caught. Plappy in a good position, the rest of my team gradually starting to move up. Now, entering the last 10 kilometers, this final is a bit more chaotic. Trying to move up has been hard, and I'm still not at the front with Kellen O'Brien. There we go, 7k to go. Good job, Kellen. Now 99 into this corner. Try to move up to the forefront, and that's exactly what we're trying, but Schmidt lost the wheel. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Energy Gel on Mauro Schmidt. There we go. 5.7k to go. Hepburn can take over, actually. Kellen O'Brien out of the way. Energy Gel on Stewart right now. Perfection. Lead out is looking golden right now. Last 2.4 kilometers, Durbo with a fantastic lead out. Schmidt can take over. Sprint right now. Stewart in the wheel. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Launch right now. Come on, Campbell. Come on. Ah, nope. I think this is going to be like a... Oh, no, 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 no. Yes, yes, we got it. Campbell Stewart pins Bauhaus on the line. Oh, there was a gap right there. Why is Plappy behind? I don't like seeing Plappy behind. Like, I'm very happy with this victory, but I'm terrified to look at GC. Please tell me there was no gap. There was no gap. Fantastic. Plappy's in the peloton. Anyway, a bit of a bunny hop in GC. Campbell Stewart over Mauro Schmidt. And now it's time for a stage that is not a sprint stage. And actually, I think we'll have some fun on this one. Knots Hill, a small climb in the last 10 kilometers. Jonathan Narvaez and Stephen Williams are the favorites, with Mauro Schmidt in 6th favorite. But we got the benefit of multiple leaders, so I could attack with Plapp on that climb and sit back with Schmidt. Ooh, Campbell Stewart starting with a +2, which means 73 Hillstad. I might be able to win the stage with him. Quite an odd race so far. Dylan van Baarle in the breakaway, unsurprising. Lesser in the breakaway, GC rider for Quickstep, kinda surprising. And XDS Astana is pacing like crazy behind him. Even more drama, split in the peloton, 111 people are behind and we are all in the front group, so that's fantastic. I can't believe GC riders are attacking left and right. Thomas Glog now as well. I'm just trying to set a little bit of tempo because I wanted to try and keep the second group behind, but looks like they're closing in. What a weird stage, man. And they're back. There we go. Like, if every single person in these chasing groups is suffering trying to get back, then I might as well pace a little bit. I might as well make it harder for them. Meanwhile, Bauhaus is properly dropped, so he's out. Ooh, Sergio Higuita has been dropped as well. Anyway, the peloton is back to 88 people. I'm gonna lower the tempo a little bit to 70, something like that on O'Brien. Durbridge can protect him. So, 13.5 kilometers to go, about to descend as we speak. The climb is coming fairly soon, it's fairly steep, so I want to go 99 with Kellen O'Brien right now in the descent to hit the climb at the front. Hard press Domestique, then maybe Plapp can attack. There we go, 95 on the climb, not 99 with O'Brien. And Harper's looking great, the rest of the team looking great as well. I don't want to absolutely explode it either, so let's do 90. We've got moves on the left. Kokar is attacking. That's a brilliant move for a sprinter. Michael Woods, Christian Rodriguez, Damien Housen, Lopez, and Romo. I need to be able to counter that with Kellen O'Brien. So let's do 93-ish to try and follow that back to 90. And Chris Harper can almost take over. I'm actually not sure I'll attack with Luke Plapp. I might just bring this to a sprint for Campbell Stewart, to be honest. If he can hold on, that is. And I can switch towards Harper right now on 85. O'Brien out of the way. What do? Do I attack? Do I not attack? 7 kilometers to hold. Can I do that? Let's 99 to the top. Let's attack. There we go. And now I will go with Plappy on 99 full on attack. There we go. There goes the attack. Harper sits up. And we got a gap. We got a gap. We got a gap. There goes Plappy. Plappy on, let's say 99 to be honest. All out, my friend. Energy Gel. Right here we make a sprint train and we try to follow someone. I will follow Stephen Williams. Why not? There we go. And Thomas tries to close Plappy and seemingly succeeding. Now it looks like Conchi and Narvaez are moving forward to try and do the same. I don't like it. They're going to close him down, aren't they? I'm going to try and move up again with Harper to make sure my sprint train is ready because we need to be ready to react if they catch him. Narvaez is closing Plapp. Yeah, Plappy is being closed. He's not going to win this race, so I'm going to go 99 right now. Actually, it's slightly descending towards the finish line, so do I just go all out right now with Schmidt and Stewart? I'll go 99 right now. I won't start the sprint yet, but now I will with Schmidt. Plappy can also do it. Everybody can sprint. Come on, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Schmidt, Stewart on the right. Everybody out of energy. I sprinted too early. It wasn't descendy enough. Stephen Williams is gonna win the stage, and he's gonna do so with no gap on the others, so that's a benefit. But I gotta say, I don't like Stephen Williams taking bonus seconds, because now he's on the same time as Mauro Schmidt in 3rd place, with Luke Plapp 9 seconds behind him. Anyway, back to sprints on stage 4. 3, 2, 1. Attack the Mauro Schmidt. Just kidding. It'll be a relaxed day in the peloton. Campbell Stewart with 75 sprint on the day, so a +1 on his sprint, even though he has a -1 RDC on the day, so a bit odd. By the way, for the people that don't know, RDC means race day conditions, so the red number we see next to Campbell Stewart's name. Last 6.5 kilometers, Plappy is doing the lead out today, which, let's be honest, that's not exactly the man I was expecting to do that job. Hepburn can take over as we speak. Plappy out of the way, try and make sure you don't drop today. Energy Shell on Stewart. Oh, our train is not in the right position. Stewart is right there. Durbridge is behind Stewart. That's not supposed to happen. Schmidt is even further. How do I fix this? That is the big question. Can I just take the wheel of Bauhaus temporarily? I think that's a plan. There we go. And now switch to the wheel of Schmidt again, because my dude's gonna fly by. I can feel it. There we go. Schmidt can start his sprint right now with Stewart in the wheel on the left side. Hepburn, go to the right side of the road. Don't block anyone. Stewart is in the wheel. Can launch right now. Oh, I got paused by everybody. Oh, la, that's bad. We're going to have Phil Bauhaus finally winning a sprint ahead of Van Poppel, not even Welsford. Yeah, gotta be honest, the first 2 stages went fantastic, but the last 2 have not been perfect. Finishing only 7th with Campbell Stewart, but still 1st and 2nd in GC. But now it's time for the big day, the Queen stage, Willunga Hill. This is where the Tour Down Under will be decided. Johnny Narvaez, Stephen Williams, Oscar Onley, Luke Plapp as full favorite. But I'd say Mauro Schmidt also has a chance. Come on boys, it's time to bring it home. So, Campbell Stewart in the lead with 73 hill stat today thanks to the +2 RDC, so maybe he might survive the final climb. Meanwhile, Plappy with a -2, so not the best day. Schmidt has a 0 day, so 78 hill stat. So I guess we're going for Schmidt and trying to survive with Stewart. Only a 3-man breakaway, Fabio van den Boschke, Bellocchi and Martin Ciotta, so these guys won't be winning. Especially because they just got impaled by a tree. 24 kilometers to go on the second last Willunga Hill climb. There's some tempo being set by Little Trek. No, that's Picnic Post in El Benji. But in the peloton itself, I'm just holding on. Nothing too serious. I don't want to spend my energy on this climb. Last 5.5 kilometers, the climb is about to start. Stewart, Schmidt and Plapp all in different jerseys, so easily recognizable. Hepburn can go 99 into the run-in. Is that too much? Yes, that's too much. Let's do 90. That's already a uphill right here, so let's not do that. Let's just go back to 85. And I will go with O'Brien already. Hepburn out of the way. We don't need too many men up here, actually. We should have already launched energy shells on literally everybody, to be honest. Last 3.5 kilometers. It gets quite steep here though, so now it's time to start cooking. Harper can go 87-ish. We got to keep ourselves at the front. O'Brien can protect him. That way we're using the hill stat on Harper on 77 hill stat. Godon, Narvaez and so forth are going. Oh, lo. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. They're going fast as well. That is not likable. Come on. Last 1.9 kilometers. Harper, move up, move up, move up. 88, 87. Let's bring the gang to the front. Bring the gang to the front. Last 1.2 kilometers, 94, 95, something like that. Let's try and move up. 90 again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Plappy launches, Smith launches, Harper launches. Easy, easy victory. 1, 2, 3 for Jaco Alula. And it's going to be Luke Plapp winning. Ahead of his teammates. He can celebrate, Schmidt can celebrate, Harper can celebrate by at least 10 seconds on the peloton, or at least the leftover GC riders. Corbin Strong finishes 4th. Okay, I'll be honest, I was terrified going into this climb because I just remember losing this stage a lot in my life, but we got it, and even with a 1-2-3. Now, obviously wonderful to see, but I actually don't know who wins GC. And Mauro Schmidt wins ahead of Luke Plapp, Chris Harper in 3rd, Campbell Stewart in 4th. Jesus. A 1-2-3-4 in GC. Ooh, Campbell Stewart and Bauhaus both on 75 points, equal, so we gotta get more points than Bauhaus in the next sprint. Anyway, that stage was a lot smoother than I expected. And now it's time to beat Bauhaus and take that point jersey home. Ooh, Stewart is crashed off the back of the peloton, but he's still alive, so let's try and get him back to the peloton. There's one benefit to having 4 GC riders in the top 4 in GC. Well, if 3 of them crash, you still win GC. It took a little bit of energy, but Stewart is back in the peloton, so we got a sprinter back. 25 kilometers left in the race, a 6-man breakaway, but miles Scotson is basically done for and the others are probably pretty tired as well. The peloton is starting to heat up and I'm gradually moving to the front with my sprint train. Last 6 kilometers into the bend with Luke Plapp at the front. O'Brien can almost take over actually. Right now, Stewart with the energy gel, perfection. Luke Plapp sits safely in the peloton and do not drop, my friend. O'Brien, where's Durbridge? Right there, Schmidt right there, and Stewart right there. Durbo can actually already take over, to be honest. O'Brien out of the way. Schmidt in second wheel, ready to start his sprint. Not in the right position, though. Right now, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Durbridge out of the way. Stewart looking good. Stewart looking good. Right now, Stewart goes. Stewart in the middle. Running out of energy. Running out of... Oh, Campbell Stewart. Campbell Stewart goes, and he takes it. The final stage in Adelaide. Campbell Stewart wins. I gotta say, for a team without a sprinter, we're winning quite a few sprints. Oh my god, all these riders are disappearing. That's terrifying. And I'm sorry to report, but they were never seen again. Just kidding, my team on the podium. Campbell Stewart once again taking a stage. I think that's our 4th stage win. And Mauro Schmidt takes GC 3 seconds ahead of Campbell Stewart and Luke Plapp in third, but... we lost Harper because I accidentally went a bit too hard during the lead out with him. So yeah, he dropped. And of course, thanks to the stage win, that points jersey is coming home with Stewart, not Bauhaus. Also the white jersey with Luke Plapp over Oscar Onley. And of course, in the end with a 1-2-3 in GC, the team classification. I think it's fair to say that was a very successful Santos to the Under for Jaco Alula. Anyway, that's the end of our Tour Down Under playthrough. I am considering doing this for every single Grand Tour this season, not every single World Tour race. But hey, what do you want? Do you like these kind of videos? Do you not like these kind of videos? Comment it below in the comment section. And lastly, who is your pick to win the Tour Down Under this year? I would go for probably Luke Plapp. I just want to see him take revenge after crashing last year. But hey, as always, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!